What is happening, man? We are live back in the studio, Studio 10-4, live to you, coming from the Pacific Northwest, where apparently spring decided to show up today because we actually got above 50 degrees outside, man. And it's a nice thing to have happen out here, see the sun and dry the ground out a little bit. It's like walking on a sponge out there, at least it has been. So nice to have the weather change and the seasons show up. I hope you guys are all in a good place. Got an awesome show for you today, and I mean, just talking to our number one guest a couple minutes ago, and just kind of got pumped up about what we're going to be talking about today, and having him here in the show. Today's sponsors, if you saw the promo, we got CALIVAS, polished by Caliva, and of course they got that great truck wash down there as well. They send you over to the truck wash first, and then on into the polishing shed and get you all tuned up, looking your best, man. Anybody on the West Coast, you've heard of Vic Caliva and Colby Caliva, of course, too. Yeah, man, you're going to get tuned up and shined up. Get down to Calivas and get it done. Also, we got NHRDA on the hook, too, man. And that's a big one that's coming up. In fact, let's bring that on up. That's going to be coming up here real soon, March 7th and 8th. Going to be down in Arizona. And when I say going to be down, I mean myself and Dan and Shan. So we'll have the Dan and Shan show on the road, hanging out down in the diesels in the desert, down in Chandler, Arizona, Firebird Motorsports Park, as they call it. And that's March 7th and 8th. We'll be down there Friday, Saturday, and getting into it. I'll be live streaming. So looking for sponsorship opportunities for the truck show. I'm going to be live streaming the show and shine, and that's going to be happening Friday night, and Saturday. So we'll be bringing that to you both days. And of course, that show and shine is all put together and run by good old Rod Pickett, excuse me. And Rod's putting on quite a show down. They're going to have a full lot, I hear, so it's going to be quite a show. Can't wait to see it all happen. Remember, be down there, and if you're in the area, you want to get down there, get on down. I think Mr. Gary Jones might be going down. I don't know if he'll shake his head yes or no. I can see him, but he was talking about it. We'll see. There you go. Yeah, it's a definite maybe. So you never can tell. That's all I can go by. But going to be another good show. And, of course, the NHRDA, National Hot Rod Diesel Association, will have their drag trucks going over on the drag strip, and that includes pickups and diesel car, anything diesel. So if you got diesel, you can run it down there and compete in this particular competition, and it's a lot of fun. I've been doing this deal for years with them, and it is a good deal. So excited to be going down there and making fun and having a good time. Of course, hanging out with Pickett brothers, and I mean, that's never a bad time, right? So we'll be seeing some good trucks down there and having fun. Got some great folks in the audience today. Dan and Shan, of course, in here. JC Alt, what's going on, babe? Jacob Bonham, what's happening? And Sharon Jones, we haven't seen you in a long time. Where you been hiding? I thought you liked me. I haven't seen you forever. Dougie, what's happening? Clay Snyder, TW, what's going on? Good to have you in there. Talladega Fiberglass, look at that. We got all the big dogs in here. Trucks Accessories, man. Trucks Accessories, probably responsible for this awesome lighting that you're going to see tonight in Mr. Gary Jones' cab of his mobile studio, otherwise known as his truck. So we'll be seeing that here in a few minutes. But something I wanted to share with you guys, it kind of gets lost in the shuffle, and I want to bring it up here and share it. And that's something on our website. So let's just go humor me for a second, because this is going to fit right in with what we're doing tonight. So not only do we feature what's going on in our current cover right here, like you see, but we also have, and this is what's really cool about this, we also have great stories as you scroll down the page. And some of them, they've got some sad notes to them, but the story has to be told, Foxfire, guys passing. I mean, it's just that kind of life, right? It is. It's sad, but we leave, we all come, and we all go. So that's part of the deal, man. It's I guess it's never a round. Well, it is a round trip, depending on how you look on things. So, but what I want to talk about is our archives. And this is something you guys got to check out. And you get to select a category for the story that you want to look for. And this goes back to like it says 2010, 2011, and then articles prior to 11, you want to go here. That's the really cool old and historical stuff. I mean, you go cruising through. In fact, let's just go there real quick. You go cruising around in here, and you're checking out historical, I mean, archives of truck shows, of featured stories of people and trucking companies. I mean, you name it, it's all in here, man. The cover features. In fact, this one right here, that happens to be the first issue of 10-4 magazine that I ever ran across. And I ran across it at Cherokee Bob's up in Stockton. And they had it out there on the counter, and I grabbed me an issue. I still have that magazine to this day. What I'm telling you though is things are in here. Oh, look at that. Look at that guy. Who's that guy, man? Right there. Okay, let's just take a look. Oh my God, no. Yeah, that's me. Anyway, whoever it was prior to 2011, they're in here, and the covers are in here, and their featured story is in here. You click on it and you'll find it. Freddie Rivera, man, one of the originals, OG out of Stockton, California, gonna be at Matt's this year. Yes, sir. In fact, there's a pretty strong contingency of guys coming out to Matt's, to Mid-America, to Louisville for the show, and Freddie is one of them. That's the rumor anyway. So I hope that remains true, and I hope that is what happens, because great guy. Freddie gave me so many cool tips of things just walking by my truck. He's like, yeah, man, you got to check this out and turn that light this way and do this or do that, you know. Just a great guy, man. And that's how it ought to be. You know, everybody kind of helping everybody and each other out to make it all work and make us all look good, right? And that's what's happening here. So here you got these archives and all these different stories that you can go in and check out, as well as, and we just happen to have, I'm going to go to cover features right here. And this is for the last 10 years or so. Looky there. What do we got? So we got the dates over here. You can kind of dial it up. You know, you got to estimate a little bit. Go, okay, 23. Well, let's go back 3 pages and see if that gets me where I want to go, because I'm looking for July 2020. Not quite there yet. And listen, we're going to refine this thing and get it working a little better. But right now, this is what we got. And it does work. And there should be, wait a minute. Whoa, where'd it go? September 19. Wait a minute. Oh, I went back too far. Okay. All right. So let's go back over here and go to page 4. There he is. July 2020. Mr. Gary Jones himself, and not Daddy's money. With that, I want to bring our man into the show right now. Gary, what's going on, brother?
How you guys doing tonight?
Well, I'm doing good. I think everybody else is doing right. By the way, I want to say howdy to everybody. Man, we got a full show tonight. I'm glad to see that. And I want to say howdy, Sean. Yeah, Sean Rowe. No kidding. Not seen you in a while. Randy, what's going on? Miss Jean H. Osuji, of course, co-creator, co-founder, OG of 10-4 magazine, and our current HR person. Yeah, she takes care of us, keeps us all online, make sure we're talking nice to each other. But yeah, it's good. It's been too long since we've had you on the show, bud. Where are you at tonight?
Man, I'm actually at my home 20, getting ready to take off. I got to be down south in the morning to load something ahead for Arkansas. So I'm getting ready to take off as soon as this is over. I'm sitting in the truck, hooked to my wagon, ready to ride.
So you're grabbing gears and stomping pedal and going. All right, that's cool. I'm glad, man. That's good. You're making money, and that's what we need to do today. It's all about making some paper, right?
Trying to stay busy before the big show.
Yeah, well, and that's what we're going to be talking about here in a minute. Going back, and I want to share a little bit of this here. I'm going to bring it up here. Going back in time a little bit here. Let's see. You still look the same though, man. But oh, wait a minute. A little bit of gray in there, but
a little bit of gray.
A little bit of gray, but yeah, man, that's still the same guy. I like it. Not Daddy's money, obviously not yours anymore. So
no, sorry.
It has found another home, and you've got, man, you're like a cowboy with a bunch of horses in the stable, and then you just kind of let other people ride away with them, and you kind of keep moving into new ones. So tell me about where did we start out, and where are we at now? What do we got going on today?
Well, man, we're working on a couple different projects, getting ready for Matt's. We're working on my 359, of course. That's the truck that we're bringing in and redoing this year. I'll be bringing 777, of course, the one I'm sitting in now. This one here will be in the West Wing in Air Dog's booth. So we're looking forward
West
to
Wing no more, South Wing now.
Southwick. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I know,
we
right?
could get over there and
It's like a new year. You got to get used to it. Yeah, no, it's South Wing now. But anyway, yeah, right.
so we'll be in their booth. We're proud to partner up with them. We've put those products on all of our trucks, the whole fleet. So we're really impressed with the outcome and the improvement. So
Got some people shouting out to you right here, man. And there's Dan saying howdy to you. Kind of back up a little bit there. Yeah, Dan. Remember, you can also search by edition if you know it. And going back to searching on the magazine on the website, you guys, there's a lot going on that website. So be going out there and checking that out. As far as so you've got your truck that you're in now. You got the build going in. Two's enough. You don't have any more, do you?
I do. Actually, I'm bringing 3 this year. So I'm bringing Easy Money will be in working combo. So we're going to come out there and that's the one we work most of the time. Between that one and this one, I go back and forth, and we definitely got the miles on both of them. So as much as I wanted to bring 777 into the show, we're going to put it in a booth this year, and I think 2's enough. And we're looking forward to it. I'm telling you, man.
So help me out. How are you managing 2 trucks out in the show, showing up, getting them ready, prepped, and rags down? How's that going to happen?
Boy, it's long nights. Long nights.
You got a road gang, man? You got groupies or what? What's happening?
Man, I tell you what, I got one of my real good friends. His name's Chris Benson. He drives one of my trucks if I take more than one every year. He's local here in town, and he's going to take one out for me. And it's just me and him, man. I got Evan and their crew. They come around and help me with the polishing. And other than that, it's just us, man. We rock and roll and do what we do best, show off.
Jacob Bonham's in here ripping you, man. I'm telling you.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, you got a lot of encouragement. We all need encouragement, man. That's a big part of what goes on every single day. So, yeah, don't shortchange that. Well, let's talk about this new build that's coming in, and this is kind of a, we're the first to hopefully share this out there. I think we are, right? So you're seeing it first here at Studio 10-4 Live. And that's, in fact, I want to give you kudos, man. You're the first brave enough to show us your build for this year's show. And I'm stoked about that. Nobody's right there yet like you are to share what's happening. I looked at the photos you sent me. So it's a little bit sketchy on what's going on, but it's there, man. Now you're going to have, everybody's going to have to use their imagination to put it all together.
Well, it's definitely, we got a long ways to go, but we'll be on time.
Well, I'm going to bring up the first pick, and we'll go from there with it. Let's see here. This is the first one. So little bit by little bit, obviously you got a deck plate there. There's going to be a 5th wheel down there in the middle of that big hole, I'm assuming.
Yes, sir. We've got our step box covers and cowl panels, and we've got everything as far as our accessories are. We've got those the color we want them to be. Now we're doing a little bit of polishing, and the boys over there at Jones Customs are getting them ready so we can start. We're going to try to start putting it back together, I believe, on Monday. So they got their work cut out for them, that's for sure.
And by the way, Jones Customs, we've got it's Chris. Is that right, Gary?
It is Chris Jones. Jones Customs.
We got Chris Jones in the green room waiting to come out here. So Chris, hang tight, buddy. We'll bring you in here in a minute. Obviously we got more steps. So we're going paint on everything. Are we doing anything polished, or is everything painted?
So at Matt's we'll have just the tanks polished. That's it. Everything else on the truck will be painted. So we've went a different route this year. A lot of people thought they knew what we were doing, and we did paint the truck over the summer, and we decided to go another route again. So now we've taken it back down, and we're getting ready to show it off. So we're going to be a solid color this year. I don't know if we'll have time to get the graphics on. We're shooting for it. I think we will. So
okay, and listen, I was just going to say, you don't have to tell anybody what it is, but I think we just figured that out.
Yeah, it's a 1979 359, and I'm going to put it into Antique Custom this year. And yeah, we're looking forward to showing it. I've had the truck for 4 or 5 years now. I've owned it, and it's been a long time coming. And there it is, getting ready, man. We've done quite a bit to it. We brought it down to Talladega, and of course, the boys down there put their touch on it. You know, I wouldn't build a truck without their touch. So we did that first, and we always come back home to get them painted and get them ready for the show.
Well, and I got to ask because you told me the story on this. I got it all written down, but you know what? I talk enough. Tell us, and I got to tell you, we're pretty warm and happy about where this truck came from because it was a true California classic. Now you stretched it and put another driver on there, so now you got a 3-axle. But man, it started out to be a kind of a 2-axle California cool truck. So tell us where you got it from.
It did. It was a 2-axle truck. That was Charlie Peaster's truck from Peasterbuilt Customs. We worked with them in the past, and I bought the truck from Charlie. I was fortunate enough to get him to sell it to me. Shoot, like I said, 4 or 5 years ago now, and he had done the axle and done the cutoff on it and stretched it out. So I purchased the truck. It was a day cab. It's unmolested as far as the cab and all that good stuff goes, but the truck has been cut. It was a 2-axle hay hauler out of California. So, and it spent its whole life in California. It's man, it's a straight old truck.
You know, our thing, and I say this, our thing, 10-4 California truck culture. There's just something about those hay haulers, those 2-axle trucks, man. They're pretty sexy, and it really just has California cool written all over it. But I'm glad you guys got what you got here. You're taking it a step further and bringing it into another realm, and you're going to let us see it and appreciate it here pretty soon at Mid America. And I think that's next to the last. There's the last shot of it right there. So I love how you got it done to a point where everybody knew what was going on, and then you changed it all up on it.
Yeah, they did. They thought it was going to be white with red flames, and that's what we thought too. And we got the cab done, and man, I don't know. I took it down to Talladega, and me and the painter, Chris, we talked about it quite a bit. And I don't know. We done one flamed, and we decided to just do something different this time. So we're gonna do everything solid. The whole truck will be one color. It'll be redded out. I'm here to tell you.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you one of my favorite trucks all time at Matt's, and Dan will have to help me out, but was a red 359 these boys built out of Canada and brought down a couple years back. You probably remember that truck too. I mean, was that just the 359 of all time or what?
Sure was. It was chopped, stretched. Yes, sir. Stretch Customs did that job, I believe, out of Canada.
Yeah, that was some truck, man. And I'll tell you, I think since then it just reinvigorated people to, fully realize, man, 359, that's like the 56 Chevy. That's what that is in trucking, man.
They're hard to come by these days to get the good straight old ones, that ain't all ate up and been tore up underneath the dash and all that. And it's a straight old ride, man. I'm looking forward to it. I worked it a few years back. I don't know if everybody remembers, but I took it out on the road when I was in between trucks and projects, and I ran that 359 nationwide, pulling a 3-axle RGN with that little day cab. It's got a 400 coming, or no, that truck's got a B model in it. I apologize.
Yeah,
got a Florida B model cat. Yep.
Yeah. You know what? I think I do remember you running that rig. That was it was like a stock through what looked like a stock 359 out there on the road, man, that you just bought up and put in service.
Yeah, so. I did. I took it to hotels because it didn't have no sleeper, and it still don't.
Hotels ain't bad, man. Get a fresh shower and
that's right.
Bed, it ain't so bad. Hey, I want to take us out of here for a second. I want to bring in Mr. Chris Jones. So why don't you introduce him for us there?
This is Chris Jones, Jones Customs and Collision out of Excelsior Springs, Missouri. He does all my painting for me. He's done all my airbrush work on my cars, custom trucks, motorcycles, golf cart. You guys have seen a lot of his work. He's kind of the behind-the-scenes guy to make it all happen. He keeps SPV looking top-notch every year.
Kind of appropriate, Chris. You got Jones as a last name because it's sort of like Jones Shop, right?
Right. There's always a lot of confusion going on there, but that's all right. A lot of times everybody thinks Gary's my brother, which we kind of are brothers in the soul sense.
Yeah, I think we all are, man. You know what? In this industry, if you ain't brothers, I don't know what you're doing, but you're on the outside looking in. You need to be inside the circle, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So Gary keeps you kind of busy, right?
Oh yeah, he keeps us steady. He's always got something going on that we're cars or trucks or something. It's always
So
something.
are we looking at his truck behind you right now?
Yeah. Yes. That's we just got it all degreased today, and we got it backed in, and we're in the booth right now. We'll go over in just a second. He's painting a lot of the parts right now. We're burning the midnight oil, and it's last week killed us on the being so cold. It's a little hard to do paint work whenever you're freezing to death.
Well, yeah, the paint's not going to cure, and it's
No.
just yeah,
No,
nothing worked. Nothing
there
worked.
was nothing was going right last
Yeah.
week. So
No,
this
nothing
week's a
worked,
lot.
man.
It's like summertime at 50 degrees. So
Yeah, cold sucks, doesn't work. Humidity sucks, doesn't work.
Yep.
It's yeah.
But
And paint. And listen, man, paint's not my thing, but I know you painters. I know how y'all are, and you're a finicky bunch, man. It's got to be perfect to work right.
Yep. Humidity is a big deal. I'd rather it be hot and humid though than cold and I don't even know freezing.
Yeah.
It's
So,
terrible.
so from a standpoint of people looking on from the outside in, guy comes to you and says, you know, I got this truck, man, and I'm thinking I want to build it. And you got two different things here. You got the guy that comes in, he says, I want to build this and I'm going to run it. Okay. There's one. The other, I'm going to build it and I'm going to show it. I'm going to bring it to Mid-America over to the PKY Truck Beauty Championship. Two totally different things, right? I would think.
Oh yes, yeah.
But let's go ahead and go with number two. So they want to build the truck for the PKY. What do you tell them first? What's the first thing you tell them?
Hold on to your pocketbook.
I knew that was coming.
Because it's bad enough just painting a regular car for a show, but there's a lot of real estate when you're painting one of these trucks to make them look like they do.
So
the name of this truck is very fitting. The name of this 359 is Every Last Dime.
Oh man. So Gary, this ain't the last ride thing, is it? It's just every last dime, or
it's just another cool truck to park in the road. You know the deal, man. We're not stopping. We're not slowing down. We're only getting bigger and better.
Well, if you spend every last dime, bro, you better get some more because you're going to build another truck.
The hustle's real, man. The hustle's real.
Every day.
Chris giving you a lot of encouragement. Yeah, Gary, keep working, man. We want to build another one.
Right.
He's always the one working them late hours for me. I'm out here trucking, making the money, and he's in there working it late at night, making it happen. So I have faith them boys are going to pull it together, and yeah.
Okay, so Chris, next, now that we've established there's a guy with the big fat wallet coming in there, and he's got the budget to make this happen. Next, what's up? What are we doing next?
Well, and at that point, you try to make everything different, and that's what we always try to do. You don't want to do the same thing, over and over again. You can do simulations of different things, but you always want to do things different. You don't want to do this. That's the one thing I hate, probably that Gary's done, is like he likes to drive them. Some of these he likes to drive, and then they get tore up, and then we have to fix them. And then that's the worst part, is trying to redo something that we've already done. I don't appreciate that very much.
Hey, Chris, it's job security, man. Don't be whining.
Right.
Job sites and rock chips are his best friend.
Right. Sounds like I'm whining, but I tell you what, sometimes money is just not money.
Well, listen, I think we all know anybody endeavoring to go down this road and literally, put one of these trucks together to go to Matt's, you better have a lot of support. And I mean, people, money, and everything else going on, man. It's
you definitely got to bring your A game, and I'm proud to be a part of Matt's every year. That group of people out there, they put on, in my opinion, one of the best shows of the year. It kicks off the show season, and it's always great to see the show family when we get out there, and it's the most prestige show of the year, in my opinion. So you definitely better bring your A game and show up right. Come correct, because they're going to check.
Yeah. Well, it's I've always said it's one of the most stringent compulsory shows that are out there in competition and the trade show combined. I mean, there's
Yeah.
there's two big things going on there that really make that unique about what it is. And I just, and no dings or knocks or anything to anybody here. I just wish that the manufacturers would get back on board. And I know, listen, believe me, I know everybody's got a budget, man, but it seems like they've spread themselves out into other places and decided that, they're not going to come out and support, man. You guys got to get back on board, man. Come on, manufacturers, get back on board. Looks like we lost Chris. Chris, what are we doing, my friend?
I think he was trying to go in there to where the truck was to give everybody a close up on where we are.
Oh, yeah, he's got something going there, switching around. I'm going to take him out for a second until he brings himself back in where he wants to go. Yeah. Again, want to say howdy to everybody. In fact, you know what? This is a good time to bring this in. So you guys just hang tight for a second. I want to share this. This is what's coming up in Chandler, Arizona, March 7th and 8th.
Looks like a good time.
You know what? It should be, man. I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to. Every time I go south, I get to wear shorts. I'm definitely wearing shorts down in Arizona coming up next week, and going to be in some warmer weather, and it's going to be a good time, man. I like these setups too because you get a total track setup with kind of like trucking for kids. Same kind of deal where it's all paved over, and you don't got to worry about the dirt and the dust and all that kind of stuff. So it makes for a good environment for the show and shine guys. But then, of course, these guys, they got their races going on there like we used to do in Irwindale, which we now do in call it Bakersfield. It's McFarland, but it's Famoso is the racetrack, and that's where Trucking for Kids is going to be. Incidentally, Trucking for Kids, quarter mile track. So it hasn't been stamped, so it's not a lead pipe lock yet, as far as I know. But I think the guys are going to run the full quarter mile with the trucks. So going to be exciting this year. All right, Chris, you back there, buddy?
Yep.
Okay, man. So did you want to give us a little walk around on the truck?
Well, I did. That's what we started to do, but I don't know. I don't think we're going to be able to. The signal dropped as soon as we walked inside the building.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, you guys are standing out front. I got you.
Yeah, we're standing out front. A lot of we were going to back by the paint booth, and they're shooting. I can probably angle over a little bit, but there's a bunch of parts getting painted back there right now that burn the midnight oil.
Well, Gary, is that yours too?
No, that one ain't mine. That one ain't mine, boys. Don't even say that. I don't want it, Chris. Don't know.
Sure that's a Dodge in there, isn't it?
It is. That's a Hellcat. That's a good looking ride. They just did some custom paint work on it. They're getting it ready for.
Hey, go back over to that for a second here, man. I want to see that again.
That's one of those Dodge Durango Hellcats.
You know
they
what?
Did all the custom murals and flames. It's a pretty slick ride. I was checking it out the other day.
So I'm not kidding you, man. I've owned a certain car for a lot of years that I run every day. That wants to be my next ride right there, buddy.
Boy, they're quick. I tell you, they're quick.
Oh man, yeah. No, I could learn to like that.
Nope, you gotta stay back.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's got the Hellcat on the door. It's pretty slick.
All right, enough teasing. Get out of here. Hey, incidentally, Chris, when you walked inside, we did not lose you. You stayed with us. So,
okay.
You want to walk into the shop and around the truck? Give it a shot, man. Let's see what we got.
We basically got the front clip painted on it right now, so we're doing that, and we got the roof.
Oh man, look at that!
So we got a bunch of parts painted, but the truck itself, that's what we're getting ready to do in the next couple of days. So
like I said, I think next week they're going to start assembly. So we're looking, we're getting close. It's looking
we should
good.
have all the paintwork done this week and then start putting it together. We really wanted to have it done by Monday, but we lost a whole week of work, so it is what it is. But we'll get it done.
Man, I'm telling you that some people are dinging our Dodge love, brother. What's this all about? Chad Berry, Mopar or no car? Yeah, okay. Is that right? Mopar or no car? Okay, all
That's
right.
right.
All right. That's good. We're good.
Get
And
back on the
yeah,
trail.
I want to say thank you to my buddy here. Go ahead,
What's
Gary.
that? Oh, no,
Go
sorry, man. I said we're just getting it ready. We're going to get that 359 done here in the next probably week to 2 weeks. We got to get the interior done. Easy Pete's is working with us on the interior. You know them nice folks up there in Iowa. They've done the interior in easy money as well. So we got fresh interior and easy money this year since last year. We've changed the front fenders, front axle, stretched the truck 3 more foot, added a pusher axle, all the easy money, and put a new wagon behind it this year. So that'll be changed completely when we show up this year as well.
Easy money before you stretched it another 3 feet? How long is it now?
It's 360 now. So
holy shit, man. You're gonna drive people crazy, dude. They're gonna be jumping off bridges and shit.
Yeah, it's a long ride, man. But there's people out there longer, but I'm good, man.
No,
I'm good.
I think you might have a winner there. Yeah, no doubt. Oh man. Hey, Chris, go ahead.
Nope, we're just getting them ready, man. Getting the trucks ready. 777, like I said, it'll be in the booth. So we're actually Monday. I'll have 777 down in Joplin at Thunder Graphics. You know those folks, and they're going to get a couple things touched up for mats, and we're going to add some stripes to the back of the sleeper, change the deck plate, change the color of the deck plate. So this truck will be changed up as well, but we're not going to show it. We're just going to have it inside.
Right on. Well, that's cool. That, you know what? I'm excited to see how this is going to play out, because for me, walking the whole show like I do every year and setting up and live streaming and talking to folks and shooting their trucks and whatnot, that West Wing was like going out into the lower 40, man, I'm telling you. And being where we're set up out in the North Wing, we're at the furthest corner of the show. I mean, there's nobody to the right of us. And turn left and walk down that wall, you're going to see the whole show now, the way it's set up. And I like that. For me, that's a great deal. And I really like how they put the trucks out front like they did last year.
I liked it a lot last year as well. I really enjoyed the different setup, how they changed it up. It gets more exposure to the trucks from the general public going in and out of the other part of the show, you know. When we were back in the back, it was kind of like we were hidden, you know.
It was a different deal, but you know what? It's amazing. Think about how many years that show had been going on back there like that. I mean, I don't know, Dan. Do you remember when the first one was down there? I remember the first time I went out there was 2004. So, and saw the Mid-America Truck Show and took it all in, and of course the PKY and a little different setup back then. Different folks were running it back then. In fact, we'll be talking to one of those guys, if not some more, tomorrow on our Throwback Thursday. Where are they at? What are they doing now? We're going to have Bud Farquhar on the show tomorrow, and a little special, just kind of catch up with Bud. Bud, who was a great friend of mine over the years, and I worked with Bud, and we're going to have some other fun stuff going on at that at tomorrow's show as well. It'd be 3:00 Pacific Standard Time tomorrow afternoon. Anyway, Matt's is celebrating 52 years, Dan just let me know. So does that mean 52 years of PKY as well? I mean, that's the trick question right there. Do we know? And I don't know. We'll find out. Huh?
That's before my time.
Yeah, well, absolutely, man. Well, got a few years. I got a few years on it, but we're also going to have Toby Young on the show here before we head out to travel to Louisville this year. So Toby's going to come on, and we're going to talk and kind of get Toby's perspective on this, because I'll tell you, we've never had sort of the inside, look.
That'll be a great show.
Yeah, the trade show part of it, we just haven't really had anybody to come in and let us know what's going on and give us the lowdown. We got JC coming in, every year. JC will be back on the show again too here before we head out to Louisville, and all the builders on the big rig build off. So looking for, we got a lot of stuff coming up with Studio.
Going to be a great year.
Going to be a great year. You're right, and it's already a great year, man. It's some great things going on in our country right now. So I really want to say thanks to you guys for coming out, Chris. Where can people find you, man?
You can find me on my website, jonescustomcollision.com, and Excelsior Springs, Missouri is where we're at.
Okay.
Right down the street from Lawson, Missouri, where Gary's at. So
you got all the channels, Facebook, X, Instagram, all that going on?
Facebook and Instagram, TikTok. So
TikTok for now.
Yeah, make sure you guys go follow. You'll see a lot of cool airbrush work and a lot of unique stuff going on down there. They're always turning something crazy out of that shop. So,
well, that's what we like. We like to see stuff that's different. Has anybody approached you to do a big rig build off truck? Has anything like that come your way yet?
Oh no, we did a American themed truck year and a half ago that came out really nice. And he moved the truck to Chicago, I think. It's coming back here for some interior work that we're going to airbrush the inside to match the outside, and it's on my TikTok, so I haven't done a very good job advertising that one, but it came out really cool. So military theme. All
right. Well, hey, you know what? This thing keeps going like it is. I think it's only going to get bigger, and at this point right now, this year, 5 trucks are going to be in the big rig build off there in Louisville, and one of them, of course, is the defending champion Davis brothers. So 4 newbies will be coming in and competing against each other and the Davis brothers. So I'm sure someday, some way, who knows, it might be Gary Jones gets invited to come play and do that big rig build off thing. You never know who's going to show up, right?
Well, we're looking forward to checking out all the cool rides this year. They always bring top-notch stuff. Them Davis brothers are a hard bunch to beat. Y'all better pack a lunch if you're in the build-off, because them boys are, you know, they're coming correct. So
yeah, they are. And here, I know what everybody's building. I can't tell what everybody's building, but you're absolutely right. And people are going to go. They're going to go whoa when they see what's going on there and hear the story. So it's a good one. Chris, pleasure meeting you. I look forward to talking to you here. Let's connect after the show's over tomorrow, let's say, and have a chat. Good getting to know you a little bit. And are you going to be in Louisville?
Probably not. I work too much.
Okay.
too much other stuff to do, unfortunately.
Well, Gary will represent you well. He always does. So I'll be sure and be talking to Gary at the show, and we'll be doing a little walk around, checking out his truck there and featuring what you built on this new one. And then the other 2 that Gary's got going on there as well, we'll be checking out as well. So take care. We'll talk to you soon, Chris.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right. Right on. So everybody, Chris Jones Customs, no relation, but yeah, damn well may as well be right at this point.
Yeah.
You've had enough and got more going on there. So yeah, that's awesome, man. What else going on, man? Tell me, from your standpoint, because I always ask the guests on the show, from your standpoint, how's our industry looking from your vantage point out your windshield?
Well, a lot of people, I'm a Trump supporter. It is what it is. So I believe that with Trump coming back on board and being elected, that things are looking up, to be honest with you. I don't think that it's a 100% change, overnight, but you can definitely see the positive coming back around. And we're looking forward to the industry staying strong and just keep climbing like it was. Fuel's going down, the rates are going up, and all you could do is smile and wave and keep hauling that freight one piece at a time. You know what I mean?
Well, and that's the story right there. I mean, and look, guys, everybody, I think most everybody in here probably is, realistic and understands, there was a process to get us where we are in this country, and it's going to take a bit of one to get us out and back on track.
Right.
So don't be impatient. Don't believe mainstream media, because, oh my gosh, don't. And, use common sense, man. Make good decisions. There's plenty out there that everybody can do to make it better, make our country better, make our industry better, Gary, you're one of the guys that always makes us all look good, and I appreciate that. And there's a lot of other folks out there that
I couldn't do it without my family and, my friends and the circle that I keep. They're an inspiration and they keep me going, man. And I couldn't do it without them, I tell you. My mother, father, sister, all my family, they really, they're always cheering. They're always in my corner. And, it makes a difference, when you're going through, our economy and our industry went through a hard time for the last couple of years. And, we didn't slow down. We kept building, we kept trucking, and my family kept supporting me. So here we are. We're going to come back through this stronger than ever, and we're just going to keep growing.
Well, I know that as soon as we can get fuel prices down across the board, a lot of other things are going to change too, and that is going to be the biggest factor in this. And I just found out last night that the pipeline's back on, so they're going to finish that that line that the other administration shut down, and it's coming back. And so there's a lot of things that are going to be happening in the next few years. I think immediately we're going to see little bites of goodness happening, and folks that are the consumers out there, they're just going to have to bear with it right now. We're all consumers, don't get me wrong, but everybody's going to have to just bear down a bit longer here until we can get this thing kind of under control a bit and start making good things happen. So
yeah, just hang in there. It'll come around. It's already showing, in the last few months, the increase in every aspect of our industry. So it's coming.
Yeah, absolutely. I pretty much got a wrap on this. I want you to hang with me here for a minute, though, because I got something else I want to share. We have a new cover coming out. We got a new magazine coming out, obviously, with a new cover on it. And MHC Kenworth, by the way, thank you for that. That right there was sent to me by them. And tell me your name again, sir, because I can't remember, and I've got your original letter that you sent me with that on there. If I'm correct, and you were who sent that to me. If not, then hell, look at that. You got KW being represented right there every show, man. But gentleman sent me that. He made those when Kenworth had their 100-year anniversary deal that they were doing, and that was one of the things I got. Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. But anyway, truck orders are up. That's good to hear, man. And I've heard that. I got to talk to a dealer just yesterday. He's an independent. He's sold more trucks already this year than he did all year last year.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a big, like, whoa, really? Yeah, that's a big deal. New magazine coming out. It is the March edition with a lot of awesome stuff included in it. Some things that we're going to be looking at to see what's going on in the magazine. There's going to be a story, a feature. Frank Strohmeyer, one of our guys, has a feature story. It's called Second Chance coming up. I want you guys to look for that. Kim, of course, going to be doing a feature in there on a gentleman. And this guy, Dan just told me this story today, but this guy, his name is Rico, is a guy that came to the United States on a raft and started building trucks and showing them. He came from Cuba, started building trucks and showing them, and has been placing, winning. He's been doing stuff with his truck. Anyway, this is going to be the story about him and his blue FLD Freightliner. It's a 1995 Freightliner.
Very nice guy. I've met him personally, and it's a hell of a story. Yes, and it is. It's very inspirational story. He's a hell of a guy.
Well, that's exciting to hear that, because I'm going to be doing a little bit of something with him here pretty soon as well. Hope to get him on the Studio 10-4 Live, the weekly update before we go to Louisville, and then do a walk around of his truck there. Introduce your co-pilot, man.
Man, I had to bring Scooter up. Everybody asked me today. All my buddies was like, "You better bring Scooter on." So he was back in the back sleeping. That's why he's yawning. But he's my buddy, and we don't go nowhere without Scoot. He's a good one.
Scooter, how you doing, buddy?
He's ready. He's ready for Louisville. He'll be there to lick everybody as usual. So
that's awesome, man. I can't wait to see him. Well, what I've got for y'all today is a sneak peek. It's the first look at our March 2025 magazine, and it is our special edition for Louisville. So there's some other cool special stuff in there as well, as there always is. But on the cover of the magazine for March is Mr. Drumroll, pow, Bobby Baz, RBT
Wow.
Trucking in Paso Robles, California.
Beautiful.
And that rig right there on the cover is going to be, supposedly, rumor has it, with another one at Matt's this year. So this is another part of the California group that's coming out and going to be showing in Louisville this year in the PKY Truck Beauty Championship. So very special. Love the hay haulers. And just, so some people don't know this. Most of us, I think, do, but even some truckers don't. But that's truly a truck and trailer. If you have a truck that has a bed mounted on it, it is a truck. If you have a unit with a fifth wheel mounted on it, it is a tractor. And there is a difference. And in California, they make you pay for that difference too.
Absolutely.
It's a different deal. But anyway, there it is, man. California all the way. Cab over, Peterbilt, and on the cover. And that'll be coming out here real soon. So I think we're going to be looking at probably not the end of the week, but I'm thinking probably Monday or so. So Saturday. What's the date Saturday? March 1st? Hey, that's my birthday. What the hell, man?
Happy birthday. Hell.
Thank you. I'm glad it's my birthday. That means I'm here for another one. And the
That's
other
right.
alternative, I don't really care much for. So I'm glad to be here for that. So Bobby Baz, congratulations, buddy. Great guy. Love seeing him at the shows. Always super friendly and great competitor and going to represent well. So look
Welcome
for your
to the
edition.
fam.
They're welcome to the family. Absolutely. And incidentally, if, and I'm gonna bring this up here one more time too while I got Gary Jones on here, because I don't get Gary on here all the time. Let's see where we at. There we go. Going back here to Not Daddy's Money, man. That was one beautiful truck, and that was kind of one of the first ones I think that really kind of brought us together, right?
Yep. Yeah, I think it was. You guys came out, and I was lucky enough to be chosen for the cover, and we had a good photo shoot, and we've been family ever since. Looking forward to seeing y'all at Matt's.
Well, that's a great looking truck. So we'll be getting some shots of that one out there again soon too.
And I tell you, Victor Bottomley keeps it top shelf. He's the owner of it now, and he keeps it there at his chrome shop, and it went to a great home. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I think you went to the right place. I mean, there's probably others that would have loved to have that out there, but you know what? It's not easy keeping something like that up. He's just got it parked. He's not running it, is he?
No, it strictly just sits in the chrome shop. He pulls it in and out, so it's right where it needs to be.
Oh man, I want one of those days.
Yeah, me too.
I want to be doing that. All right. Listen, Gary, it's been fun talking to you, man. Thanks for taking the time out to be with us and hang in the studio today. Be safe where you're going and all your travels. And we look forward to seeing you at the end of March in Louisville.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you having me. It's always fun. And everybody, make sure you come out to Matt's, man. It's going to be a great time. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. And come check these trucks out. Check out the Big Rig Build-Off. These folks put a lot of time and effort into this show, and we would love to see you. So make sure you take the time if you can with your family. It's definitely a family event, family friendly. Bring the kids. It's a good time. So hope to see everybody there.
We got some of your people in here, our people too. Trucks Accessories is in here hanging out. Talladega is in here hanging out. Just want to make sure we got a shout out to you guys, and thanks for tuning in. Sharon, I expect you back here weekly. You've been dodging me, dear. Didn't your mom go get married or something, so she dumped me? Is that what happened?
Yeah, she's been busy. Actually, she went through a full hip replacement, a full shoulder replacement, and she's going for another hip in another next month. So she's going to be robotic soon, but she's still here with us, and we're blessed for that, and we love her very much.
Well, I hope to see her back in the show. I enjoyed having her in here. She always had something good to say. So, and you too, my friend. I know you're busy, but tune in when you can. We'll talk soon.
I definitely will. Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Bye.
All right, Gary Jones there, guys. It's fun to bring Gary, and and the fellows that Gary are, in that circle, and bring them into the show and get caught up. There's some other great guys out there that I love having in the show and here and sharing with y'all. And I know everybody knows these folks. And if you don't, you get to meet them up front and in real life. Bring a magazine with their trucks in it. Maybe they'll sign them for you if they haven't already. And no joke, that is something that does happen at Mid-America at the show. Seen it many times. I don't know that I've ever signed a magazine for anybody, but I don't know. Have I? I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, I love today's show. Thank you all for tuning in. We got some great things coming up. Again, like I said, tomorrow is a special edition, our Thursday kind of throwback Big Rig Thursday. Where are they now deal? And we're going to be doing that every Thursday. I didn't last week because I had just had a stinking tooth pulled. And incidentally, it's still sore as you know what. And not from the pull, man, from the shots that they gave me in the jaw right here. It's like, holy hell, I can eat tacos, man. That's about it. Or soup, because they're thin. That's all I got going on for me right now. But anyway, then Friday we'll have just a quick little what I call a drive-by, and that'll be some updates on some info and things that are happening, and get you guys all clued in on the rest of what's going to be going on this weekend. A lot of shows this year. A lot of shows, man. And back to the website real quick. Two things I want to leave you with. One, subscribe. If you have not subscribed yet, get your subscription to 10-4 magazine. $60 a year. A year. That's for 12 magazines. We publish every single month. We give you the website for free. Get the subscription. And by the way, we're not making anything off that, but we just want to get the subscriptions out, because best way to get 10-4 is like this. It's in this clear plastic jacket, and it protects the magazine. It's as good as the day it came off the press. In fact, it comes off the press, goes in here, and the printer sends them out. So we don't even see them. The second thing I want you guys to check out for me is our calendar on the website, and all the shows are there. There's the first one for us this year, Diesel's in the Desert, Mid-America, 75. I bet Gary's going to that probably again. Yeah, give me a big nod on that one. And then Trucking for Kids coming up May 3rd and 4th. So that's going to keep us pretty doggone busy for the first part of this year. In fact, I don't know how we're going to put this Trucking for Kids together, but I know Dan's probably freaking out right now as he is getting in that mode, because we got this show coming up in Arizona and Mid-America, and then our show, Trucking for Kids. And then don't forget, November, we'll be back out in Bakersfield, and we will be, let me get rid of this. We'll be back out there in Bakersfield at Kern County Raceway, and doing the trucker 10-4 trucker rodeo. So that's going to be another awesome event, and can't wait to see everybody at all the different shows we go to this year. I'll mention more of that on Friday, but tune in tomorrow, 3:00. I'll put something up about that. Bud Farquhar is going to be here, and he's going to be telling us what he's been up to and what it's like to create a truck show and run them. I mean, he did it for years, So we'll get Bud's perspective on that. Till then, everybody, listen. Stay safe out there. Keep your shiny side up. And thank you, everybody that's tuning in. We've had some great audiences here in the last couple of weeks. I want to keep that going. Thank you all for tuning in. Every Wednesday, 5:00, we're here, Studio 10-4 Live, the weekly update. And Thursday, Friday, we got a couple special things that we're doing now every Thursday and Friday, too. Take care. Till next week. We'll see you.